Hi, hello, howdy, good day, kia ora, bonjour. I'm back. It's been a couple of weeks since I last uploaded a video, and I'm now back. I'm back at uni. This is my uni room. You probably wouldn't know that I haven't been here for the last 10 days or so. Been back in Yorkshire. No, okay, we're not at a festival, but anyway, yeah, I'm back, and I haven't really got loads to say. I've just mainly been focusing on my uni work, although I need to up my game slightly. It's kind of scary how little time there is left on the project. But anyway, it's that project on dyspraxia I mentioned, the radio documentary. Anywho, I'm not here to talk about that now. I'm just giving you a little update on what I've been up to recently, which is basically that. And seeing family who are over from New Zealand at the moment. And I've been getting fitter. I feel like I'm actually getting fitter. I managed to do 5 press-ups the other day. And I know what you're thinking, big deal. But for me, that's impressive. 5 press-ups is impressive. I did over 30 burpees as well recently. And yeah, I'm generally increasing my fitness. Did a 60-mile bike ride on Monday. That was fun. I was knackered by the end of it. I was about as knackered. To give you an idea on my level of fitness, I was about as knackered after that as I was after the Liverpool to Leeds bike ride that I did in one day. And that is over twice as far. And I was as knackered as that basically at the end of 60 miles. But hey, we're getting back up there slowly with the fitness. But anyway, yeah, it's Saturday 13th of July. Not sure when I'm going to upload this video, maybe tomorrow. Don't know, but yeah, it's a fun day today. I've got a stag do. I'm on a stag do today for my good friend Ryan. He asked me to be best man ages ago, and I said yes. And yeah, I've tried to organise a stag do. Blooming hard, I tell you. Blooming hard. Getting money off people, people pulling out. I don't want to go into too many details, but it is pretty damn hard. But we're going to be starting off by going go-karting, and then maybe around some of the rock pubs of Birmingham. We're going to see. But it should be a good day. Been a while since I've seen him. Last time I saw him, actually, I was in, I think, the worst shape I've ever been in. So I wonder if he'll go, oh, look, you've lost weight. If he doesn't, I would be quite annoyed, actually. Yeah, I'll be quite annoyed if he doesn't. So, you know, if you've not said this, we're no longer friends. Yeah, if you don't mention that today when I see you, mate, then, well, basically we're no longer friends. I'm joking. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. But I just wanted to share with you some of my thoughts first on the. I also might film some of it. We'll see, because some of it may not be able to be filmed or for whatever reason. But we'll see what I do with it. Maybe I will. But first of all, I'd like to share with you some of my thoughts on various topics that I have sort of done recently. Or not that I've done, that a documentary, first of all, that I watched recently on cycling. Cyclists, Scourge of the Streets. Wow. What a title. Cyclists, Scourge of the Streets. Horrible title, first of all. You can tell from that not going to be much balance, and yeah, there kind of wasn't much balance from that documentary, if it can call itself that. So basically a piece of trashy TV designed to just create tensions between people, and yeah, I think it probably worked. But yeah, ridiculous title. They found the most angry car drivers possible. Taxi drivers. Well, if we're going to generalise, they're known for being the best drivers, aren't they? You had taxi drivers in London complaining that there were too many cyclists. They described them as a swarm of locusts. That's nice to describe people. People who are just like you, apart from they're choosing to travel in a much more fun, healthy and environmentally friendly way. Good way to describe them. So terminology like that, horrible. And then in the middle of, they were sat in traffic in London going, "Oh, there's hardly any cyclists using the lane. There's more joggers than cyclists." Well, wait a minute. You said there were too many of them before. I've just knocked something off then. You said there were too many of them before. Why are you now complaining about there being none? Like, come on. There's either too many or too little. Some people just ain't happy, and those taxi drivers were not happy. Then you've got people going and saying, "Oh, they're all above the law," and all that crap. And it's like, well, they're not above the law, you know. I see many car drivers jumping red lights as well and driving extremely badly, doing dangerous overtakes. Difference is you're more likely to be bloody killed by a blooming car than a cyclist. Even when on the pavement, you're more likely to be killed by a car than a cyclist. In 2016, 43 pedestrians died in collisions involving a vehicle on the footway or verge. None of them are cyclists. This is reported by We Are Cycling UK and uses statistics from the government. I'll put a link in the bottom of the video for you. And I found a great quote by a reporter from The Guardian, Laura Laker, from the 8th of March 2018, last year. Killer cyclists. Let's not forget the real threat on our roads. The real threat, of course, being cars. Now, you can get all angry about cyclists being above the law and riding really dangerously, and yeah, some do. But yeah, there's a heck of a lot of cars that do. As I've just told you, 43 people died in collisions with cars where they were not meant to be. Cars not meant to be. aka on the pavement and stuff, on the footway verge. But I think we turn a blind eye to that because, and I think this quote sort of sums it up perfectly. Cars dominate our streets and we're blind, therefore, to how dangerous they can be. Jumping red lights, for example, just one of the misdemeanors that regularly happens. Cars regularly do that. I mean, that's something that cyclists sometimes do, but often, I would say, in the to make it safe for them to get ahead of the traffic flow. But 95% of light jumping vehicles that hit pedestrians are motorised. So okay, yeah, you may get annoyed at some cyclists jumping the red light, but you're more likely to be killed by one of the numpty red light jumping car drivers, and there's many that are doing that. We're just blind to it. We turn a blind eye because it's just such a regular occurrence, and cars are more regular, and there's so many of them on our roads. We should be going towards a future where we're getting everyone into cycling, not the opposite. It's great to see that there's more cycle lanes popping up, separate cycle lanes in Birmingham and in Bradford as well, to name just a few. And it's great to see that. And in some places, they're really great. They're really good. There's bits where it's squeezed around existing infrastructure which isn't as good. See one of my past videos about the cycle superhighway. But overall, it's good that they're being built. Tell you one of my pet peeves on them, though, is the fact that sometimes pedestrians walk in them. It's like, you wouldn't walk up the middle of a road, would you? But anyway, it's a minor thing. I just go round them. Sometimes point out to them that they are in a cycle lane, walking in a cycle lane, but don't walk in the cycle lane. That's daft as well. But yeah, so yeah, and also on this cycling, the Scourge, Cyclists Scourge of the Streets program, one of the things that made me laugh was there's these moaning car drivers in Surrey going, oh, there's all these cyclists, they rock up on it's now like an Olympic outdoor velodrome. I'm paraphrasing slightly, but there's all these drivers, posh drivers, complaining about oh, I can't get out of my car and drive as fast as I'd like to. Well, I mean, that's kind of the vibe you were giving off, to be honest. Like, there's this guy in who started a petition to stop or to limit the numbers coming, like going, oh, we're going to be stuck behind them, for ages. He had a pretty great big Jeep-sized car. It's like, of course you're not going to be able to pass easily on a road like that. Okay, the footage you showed of the cyclist. One of them was, he won't let you pass, but he was overtaking lots of people. He was overtaking the slow cyclists going up. And it's funny that you're complaining about slow cyclists. You also, well, I don't think it was you actually, but some of the other drivers were complaining about fast cyclists. It was like, you can't win, can you? You're either too slow or too fast. The basic thing that it comes down to is you think you own the road. It's car drivers who think they own the road. Not all. There's a lot of good drivers, and I think they should be shouted out. I think maybe slowly we're improving. And there are good drivers. And when I'm on my bike, it's just I notice the bad drivers. And then they put me in a bad mood. And then maybe they put you in a bad mood, basically. Just as, I guess, seeing the bad cyclists put pedestrians and car drivers in a bad mood. The problem is, we notice all the bad drivers of cyclists and car drivers, but we never notice the good ones, because they don't cause us a problem. So there's the many people that have given me room when they've passed me, have been very courteous and have let me pull out, or just been a decent road user. Well done. But basically my point is that trashy Channel 5 programme was terrible. It was a terrible programme. Cyclists Scourge of the Streets was very unbalanced, although not entirely. They did have a police officer who, as he rightly pointed out, of course cyclists are going to be angry when they've been knocked off or nearly knocked off about 7 times in a journey. Good on that police officer. I liked him. I wish I could remember his name, but he was a good chap. And I like him for that. But there was not much balance in that programme. But anyway, yeah, my point is we need to promote cycling. It's a good, healthy form of exercise, and it keeps the speed limits for a bit, I guess, of sometimes car drivers down, which is useful when going through a village. And actually, to be honest, we don't cause congestion. Have you heard of the rush hour? That's caused by you car drivers. I can beat most car drivers through a city at rush hour. But we should be promoting cycling as a green, healthy way of travel. So that programme, awful, pretty much one-sided, hate it. So that's my views on that. Now, I'd like to share my views on another thing, and I will, but I think I've got too much stuff to do, so I might leave the other thing for another day. I've just had a recent rant about climate change, and I might have a little rant about that. Not climate change per se, but like more the way protesters are viewed. Like you look in comments about Extinction Rebellion, and it's all rubbish comments about, oh, well, they've all not got jobs, and oh, they're going to mean I can't go to the shops and buy this and that. Again, I'm paraphrasing, but basically, in answer to that, oh, so all the people at these Extinction Rebellion protests here? Yeah, right. You can't claim that they don't have jobs because you don't know anything about those people. And I guess the other thing is, it won't make any difference, actually. That's the other thing. Then people go, oh, it's not going to make any difference if people like China polluting the world. Yeah, okay, maybe they're a bigger polluter than we are, but they're doing more than our country, as far as I can see. Investing in electric buses. What are our country doing? Building another blooming runway at Heathrow, or our government have committed to that, which is quite strange, as they've also committed to going carbon neutral by 2050, which just isn't enough, really, is it? And I'm not sure how building another runway at Heathrow will fit into that. And I don't believe we'll meet that target, which is not good enough in the first place. And also the fact that none of the people who made that commitment will be alive then, or in power then, will they? So there's going to be no one to hold them to account. Our country do not do enough, and I think these climate protesters have put in their mark on the world. That they are drawing attention to a much needed issue. So keep doing what you're doing. I'm thinking of joining myself, and maybe I should. But yeah, I've got other stuff I need to focus on at the moment. But I'm behind these protesters 110%, and they're gonna enact more change than you sitting at home behind your computer criticising them. So yeah, actually I've had a rant about that now. So I think that's enough for one video. I may shove on some stuff about stag do maybe, or maybe I can go in a separate video, I don't know. But yeah, if you liked the video, please do subscribe to the channel below on one side. Give the video a like and thumbs up, and comment. I'd love to know what you're thinking of my videos and if you're liking them. And I will see you all next time. Thank you.